2-to-1 principle. Hi, it's Ivan here again from Your New Future Starts Here. And today I want to talk about how we can all get so much more from every interaction we have, whether it's a formal classroom type setting or a one-to-one meeting or just a chat with a friend. And here's the great bit about this. We don't have to bring anything more to the party than we're already doing. We already have the tools with us and we're already using them. We just aren't using them efficiently enough. What tools are they? These, our ears. You know, there's been a lot of work done on the study of communication by both commercial and government bodies, and they pretty much all come to the same conclusions. We only take in a very small percentage of what we hear, and after a few days, very little indeed is retained. It seems that the average person listening to a 10-minute presentation on a topic that they find interesting will recall about half of the information given when questioned immediately afterwards. If you leave it 48 hours, that figure is halved again to around 25%. And by the end of the week, well, we're typically down to between 10 and 20%. So what does that mean? Well, it could be that we are missing out on up to 90% of the information that's being made available to us on a plate. How do we go about fixing that? Well, think for a moment and be very honest with yourself here. When you're having a conversation with someone, how much of your attention is focused on them and what they're saying, and how much is on formulating what you're going to say when it comes around to your turn to speak? A conversation should be an opportunity to exchange ideas, not an exercise in taking turns to talk. It goes back to the old saying, if I have an apple and you have an apple and we swap apples, we each still have one apple. But if I have an idea and you have an idea and we swap ideas, now we each have two ideas. Okay, so that's fine in principle. So how do we go about changing this? Jim Rohn summed it up well when he said, give whatever you are doing and whoever you are with the gift of your attention. Simply listen to what is being said and concentrate on that rather than your response. When the conversation requires you to speak, you will find your response will come much more easily and be of greater value because you will have properly assimilated the information the speaker was giving. And if, like many people, you find that in listening in this more concentrated way, you actually are more unsure of the speaker's intent, ask questions, get clarification. You will find your questions will be more relevant, and it's highly likely the speaker will be grateful for the extra attention. Have you ever heard of someone being described as a good listener? Typically, it's because they listen well and then ask the right questions. I gave the title of this video the 2-to-1 principle. Why is it called that? Well, many years ago, when I was in a quite different job, a colleague of mine told me you were given 2 ears and 1 mouth, and you should consider using them proportionately. If we wish to increase the sum of our knowledge, why would we do anything other? The knowledge we're seeking is out there, not in here. So your task today is to take the opportunity to listen to someone without thinking about what you will say in response until your response is required. Leave me a message in the box below telling me what you learned by doing that. I'll leave you with this Native American proverb. Listen, or your tongue will keep you deaf. I'll see you tomorrow.